This is how I came across Festo. They make robots. This one is called Bionic Flying Fox. Flying foxes, also known as fruit bats, have an elastic membrane that stretches from their fingers to their toes, making them incredibly aerodynamic and agile when they fly. The engineers at Festo, a German automation company, created these drones inspired by bats. The bionic flying fox can fly semi-autonomously in a dedicated space with a ground station and a camera-based localization device. Festo uses machine learning to optimize the bionic flying fox's flight paths so that every time it moves, it gets just a little bit smarter. That was not the only robot that Festo has created. I found more flying machines by Festo, like this one called E-motion butterflies. These bionic butterflies are made with ultralight materials and they seem to flutter through the air individually, but their onboard electronics allow them to coordinate flight paths as a group. And there is also Festo's latest flying invention, the Bionic Swift. It is a lightweight robot bird with artificial feathers, mimicking the real bird feathers. With radio-based indoor GPS, these birds can also coordinate flight plans with one another. Festo engineers also took inspirations from underwater animals in the nature. They started with bionic jellyfish, the bionic penguins, and bionic manta rays. You can find all these beautiful animals, well, bionic ones, and their videos on Festo's YouTube channel. You might be thinking, I want them! Where can I get these robots? Turns out you can't. If you Google the company Festo, this is what you get. Festo is a global manufacturer of process control and factory automation solutions. Basically, they make manufacturing robots. Not very exciting, aren't they? That's why this content idea is genius. Festo chooses to showcase their ability in R&D through these bio-inspired robots, but you can't buy them, no matter the swimming ones or the flying ones. These videos also show how the systems they built can coordinate and work together seamlessly. Remember we talked about in the last video that the best way to market your product is actually by not talking about your products? Everyone has seen some form of these animals in real life, and we can all imagine how much engineering ingenuity it takes to design a machine that would behave similarly to the real animals in the nature. Indirectly, Festo is showcasing its R&D, engineering, and design capabilities without directly selling it to us. To be fair, they do have some typical B2B sales and marketing cookie-cutter corporate content like this one. But you can see from the view counts that these videos are a lot less popular because they are more targeted. These, oh look how great our company and products are videos are not aiming to be popular. They're more about targeting the potential buyers than actually inspiring or building awareness. Every company should have content that explains how your product works, but those are not for building awareness, especially among those people who have not heard about you before. We are talking about the buyer journey. To get more people who haven't heard about you to notice you, you can't just talk about your product or service, because you have to talk about the things those people would be interested in, and they're not interested in your product or service yet because they just don't know you yet. But once the audience or the visitor have moved down the funnel, you do need some kind of content to explain, this is how my product works. However, keep in mind that you're trying to address a particular problem for the buyer, so you still can't just talk about yourself. Festo started this corporate video with a question that goes like this: you have this problem? We know. And you want to change the situation? We know that too. And we have a solution for you. We learned from Festo's example that to grow awareness among the audience who have not heard about you, inspiring content that amazes people gets your name out. I had not heard about Festo before coming across the bionic flying fox video, and now I'm making a video about them. And inspiration is what gets you retweeted. Inspired audience reshares your content with their network. That's how you get your name out. One takeaway I'd like you to walk away with from today is customers won't even be aware of you or move down the funnel in the first place unless they have come across you and your inspiring content, so you definitely need both types of content. The first is the thought leadership and inspiring kind, and the second is about how your product or service can help solve the particular problem of your target audience. And it's specific to the buyer's use case, company, and industry. Focus on just one problem that you're trying to solve. Some of you may say, but we're just a startup. We don't have money to make products we cannot sell just to make pretty content. I get it. There are many ways to make interesting content that helps you stand out, but in order to understand what's actually interesting to your customers, you must do market research to understand the specific pain points of your target audience. You should also do keyword research to see what people are searching for and what questions they're asking, so that you can prepare your content addressing these questions. Use this research as the base of your content strategy. We'll talk more about the importance of market research and audience research and how to do them in another video. Hey, I'm testing out a new camera today. Let me know in a comment how you like this setup. Thanks for watching. See you next time.